Bet it all on me, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me, yeah, bet on me, I got that high hand, tell them stop playing, wait, whoa, whoa, God sent in the top 10, got me locked in, wait, whoa, whoa, shot clock with it non-stop, been timeless, tell them pay attention, need a vibe, Vans, going Kanye on a wild rant, wait, pop. You know what it is, just throwing a dime, you doubling up, whoa. You know the odds might get a little bad, but they gotta fumble it up, yeah. Put in a prop, it's looking exotic, you know what side it is, ay. You know what side it is, ayy. Bet it all on me, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me. Might as well go all in on me. Does when I walk in, just bet it all on me. Bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me. Bet it on me. 2 player to play 2K, somebody other than me. Yeah, you not a brother to me. Whoa, I'm only playing for keeps. Yeah, all of my dogs is outside with it, can't keep on a leash. Yeah, my word Mona Lisa, can't pay with a Visa. Walked in with a briefcase and pulled off in a Brinks truck. Bet it on me, your boy. They wanna sleep on a boy. I wanna seek and destroy. Yeah, go put a parlay on a short thing on your boy. Bet it all on me. Bet it, bet it, bet it all on me. Bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me. Might as well go all in on me. Big does when I walk in, just bet it all on me. Bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me.
You and me are here together. Another night living forever. Chasing our dreams, yeah, we last all the stars. Where we're supposed to be is right here where we are. Here forever. Oh yeah, there's no stopping us until we turn to dust. It's now or never, 'cause we live for the moment. Oh, we'll take it all the way, no matter what they say. We're gold and we'll never fade, 'cause we live for the moment. Come alive when the sun is fading. Light a fire, let it burn like crazy. Chasing our dreams, yeah, we last all the stars. Where we're supposed to be is right here where we are. That ain't changing. Oh yeah, there's no stopping us until we turn to dust. It's now or never, 'cause we live for the moment. Oh, we'll take it all the way, no matter what they say. We're gold and we'll never fade, 'cause we live for the moment. Making moves straight to the top, just getting started. We want what we want, no, we won't stop for anybody. Oh yeah, there's no stopping us until we turn to dust. It's now or never, 'cause we live for the moment. Oh, we'll take it all the way, no matter what they say. We're gold and we'll never fade, 'cause we live for the moment.
When we lie together, it feels like the first time. When we lie together, I know it's the right time. When we lie together, it feels like the first.
Hello, everyone, and welcome into the Esports World Cup featuring Rocket League Community Cup. I'm Rome, joined alongside Hercules for the day. Herc, how are you feeling heading into this championship Sunday?
I feel incredible. Yesterday was so much fun, filled with so many close matchups that I think honestly nobody expected. And I can't imagine a better setup for a better day.
Oh, precisely. I mean, listen, all the squads showed up and showed out yesterday. Like you stated, taking a lot of these considered top teams to the wire in a lot of these games. So, it's been some great matches, some great series all around, and I'm expecting even more of that today for sure, Man, it has been an absolutely incredible time casting these matches. As we saw from the highlights just then, these players are putting on a show.
They really are. I mean, it is an incredibly long off season in between the events that we have in standard RLCS. So to have something like this, I didn't expect anybody to not come and not show up and show out. And that's exactly what South America has done. Every team, no matter where they have been seated previously, are playing like absolute top dogs right now. So it is made for some incredibly close matchups, some really long overtimes, and a really great Champ Sunday.
Yeah, it's been super impressive all around, and don't forget that this is the Community Cup, all leading up to the big tournament. It's going to be the Esports World Cup featuring Rocket League. It's going down August 22nd through the 25th of this year. You are not going to want to miss it. It is 16 of the best teams from all around the world that are going to be competing for their share of $500,000 USD, and of course, that Esports Cup World Trophy for Rocket League. It is going to be absolutely incredible. There's going to be keys getting crushed. It's going to be dreams getting doused, and also dreams becoming reality. So it's going to be absolutely incredible.
It's going to be so much fun. I had the honor to get to be a part of EWC last year, and it was a different format, but this time, you know, the fact that it is going to be standard Rocket League kind of makes things a little bit more heavy stakes for some of these teams because that's such a normal format to them. So lots more ego on the line, lots more pride, especially the whole keys situation. Like you mentioned, if you guys don't know what we're talking about and you have not been keeping up with the Esports World Cup, you absolutely should. There's like a million different esports going on. I know League of Legends just finished theirs. I think they're definitely in something else right now. I don't want to say the wrong game, but Rocket League
There's
is
so
up
many
next
games.
month. There's a lot. It truly is an esports World Cup.
Oh yeah. If you like video games, trust me, there's one at the Esports World Cup that you'll like for sure. There's so many players going out to Riyadh and just experiencing, you know, the Esports World Cup. It's insane out there, man. It is beautiful over there. It is just an incredible country. You love to see it. So, you know, shout out to all the players that are constantly traveling and going back and forth, and the talent going back and forth. So many people are going out there.
Oh yeah, it has been people tweeting for the past month that they are doing the crazy flights to get out there. I know that Esports World Cup also just partnered with the Esport Awards, so that is going to be coming up at the end of EWC as well. So there's so much going on out there. Make sure to follow all of their channels on Twitch so you guys can keep up with it from wherever in the world that you live. And for now, you are absolutely following the right channel over here. This is where Rocket League's going to be happening all throughout the rest of today and the next 3 weeks as well. This is just our first region for us going all the way around the world.
Oh yeah, still got 3 more regions after this to cover. It's going to be absolutely amazing to witness. And I mean, speaking of these community cups, yes, we've got the gigantic prize pool at the Esports World Cup, but there is still a prize pool that these squads are fighting for today, and it is nothing to bat an eye at. I mean, $5,500 for first place, $3,000 for second place, and $2,000 for third and fourth. So, I mean, a lot of money is on the line today for these squads, and both of these first 2 matches that we are going to see are straight up money matches. If you win, you're in the top 4. If you lose, you're out the tournament. It's just that simple.
Exactly. So if you guys are curious, we'll take a look at the bracket here in a second, but Furia and Team Secret have already made their way into the semifinals. They're waiting to find out who they're going to match up with potentially in the grand finals if they make it through. But for now, in quarters, Ninjas in Pajamas, Gamer Legion will be going up first, and then Loud versus Not Erased. Both of these teams, like Rome said, are one series win away from breaking into that top 4 and breaking into that prize pool. And from there, you can just breathe a little bit, focus on the game, know that you kind of dipped your toes into the money a little bit, and then you can just focus on your semifinals and working your way up to the grand, just one series at a time.
Oh, for sure. There's definitely that big sigh of relief after you crack into that top 4. So, you know, all 4 of these squads are going to be probably, giving it all out there on the pitch to make sure that they can at least get some of that prize pool. Man, it is absolutely incredible what we're doing in these community cups. And now, I mean, we got to talk about the next matchup that is on our plate. I mean, it's Ninjas in Pajamas versus Gamer Legion. I mean, Herc, how are you feeling about these 2 squads heading into this matchup?
I am actually very excited for this, mainly because we got to see Ninjas in Pajamas play yesterday and obviously Gamer Legion. But the thing that was so interesting was that Ninjas in Pajamas, although they are very heavy favorites, got taken to Game 5 yesterday by Not Erased, which is a team that I would argue is fairly similar in skill set compared to Gamer Legion, which puts me in a position to say I think Gamer Legion, in a world where they come in swinging, has the opportunity to actually take NIP down And of course, Astromech, Swift, and Knight are not going to want that. All eyes are on Knight. My eyes in particular, though, go to Astromech and Swift. Astromech in particular yesterday was incredible defensively. He really was one of the bigger reasons that team was able to stay in for as long as they were able to. But on the flip side of things, Gamer Legion, in particular Pan, that is where my eyes go, Rome. He was awesome. He absolutely stepped up. MVP performance in my eyes. I don't know about you, because I think we casted the Gamer Legion match together.
Oh, yeah.
I believe. Pan was one of those like, whoa, like where did you come from?
Yeah, I mean, listen, Pan was showing out and showing up for sure. I mean, it was absolutely amazing to watch. And, you know, looking at these two squads, I mean, we saw yesterday Gamer Legion, they went up against Furia. And yes, they did get 3-0'd, but it was close games throughout. They were battling the entire time. And then we saw them go down and play against Pechi. And guess what? Pechi came out on fire in game one. I think they won game one like 6-2. And then all of a sudden, Gamer Legion just flipped a switch and they didn't lose a game after that. So they were able to bounce back extremely quick and be able to win out, to be able to be here today on Champ Sunday. So I don't know, this Gamer Legion squad, they've shown a lot of grit. So if I'm Ninjas in Pajamas, I am definitely on the edge of my seat. I'm doing the gamer lean forward. You know, things are getting real because this Gamer Legion squad, they are going to be coming for their throats. It's going to be wild.
I absolutely agree. This Gamer Legion squad has a lot of eyes on them right now. And also one of their other series, they had to go in first round against Furia, which is a feat in itself. But all of their matches, with the exception of the first one, were 1-goal games. And even one wasn't taken all the way to OT. So they, again, like Roman and I have been saying a million times, they have the capability to be one of these top teams. It's just finding that factor to be able to close out your matches is kind of what they've been missing. So they've had a night to be able to talk things through and get prepared for their match against Ninjas in Pajamas today. But the real question is, did we prepare our Preds on how we think this is going to go? Because yesterday, you and I honestly both were kind of flopping around and we told ourselves that we were going to try and actually stick to our stuff for once. So I will let you go first, and I need series score again. We're going that beat.
All right, so I'm going to go with upset alert on Championship Sunday. I'm going to go Gamer Legion, and I think that it is going to go... I think it's going to go the full 5. I think it's going to go the full 5 because both of the semifinals are best of 5s, or both of the quarterfinals are best of 5s, excuse me, and then the semifinals and the grand finals are both best of 7s. So I think it's going to go the distance. I got Gamer Legion taking it 3-2.
Ooh, okay. I really, I want to call the upset. I don't know if it's possible though. It's for as much as I talked them up, if I'm being honest. I'm going game 4, Ninjas in Pajamas, 3-1 on the board. But there's only one way to find out who is correct or if we're both wrong. And that is for us to head on over to the field. Game number 1 on Championship Sunday for South America in the EWC Community Cup featuring Rocket League.
Here we go, another amazing matchup that we've got going down. The first one of the day. Is it going to be upset alert for Gamer Legion, or is it going to be Ninjas in Pajamas doing what they know they should and taking down this Gamer Legion roster?
Well, early stages of this game number 1 felt a little bit in favor of Gamer Legion. They still are. This one to the backboard. It was a great send-off there from Swift. And I'm liking what I'm seeing from Gamer Legion. Like I said, you have to come in hot and swinging, especially against a top team like Ninjas in Pajamas. They are a top 4 team in South America, and they are a consistent one at that. So it's going to be very difficult to kind of put them in their place and show them what you're capable of. But with a setup like that, an opportunity unfortunately goes wayside as that one hits the crossbar. Gamer Legion, not too bad of a start.
Yeah, and I stated it yesterday about Gamer Legion. You know, teams don't really have a lot of tape on this squad. Why? Because they're new. So anytime that you have a set squad, if they really want to go do their homework, I mean, if you understand, okay, there's only 7 other teams here in the top 8 left in the tournament. Let me watch a little bit of film. Maybe you can figure out some ways to exploit this Ninjas in Pajamas defense. But right now, Ninjas in Pajamas are applying a lot of pressure onto Gamer Legion. We're finally able to get the clear out. It does head all the way down, and Swift is going to corral this one and try and keep it out of the hands of anybody from Gamer Legion.
I like this right now. Ninjas in Pajamas are actually being forced to really work to stay in control of this ball, but even at that, they lose it so quickly, which is a good sign of life for Gamer Legion to be able to keep up pace of play in this quarterfinal here. But Swift just has to let everybody know who he is and what he is capable of. You saw him, but more in particular, you saw Astromik go for the early demo and the second one. It was the bump that turned demo that turned that into a complete open net for Swift. Ninjas in Pajamas first on the board, first in the lead of this quarterfinal.
Yeah, I mean, Astromik right now is going for all the demos. He just picked up another one, leading to even more offense. A nice save going to be coming out from Leo. But this Ninjas in Pajamas pressure is mounting heavily against this Gamer Legion roster. It's going to need to take a lot of heroics for them to bounce back in this one, because right now it definitely feels like NIP have a lot of the momentum in this game. As another shot heading toward the net, but Knight not able to perfectly get that one on target. So many chances coming in for NIP. The Gamer Legion finally able to get the clear, head it back the other way, and off the post it goes. My goodness, couldn't have been closer for Leo.
It really couldn't have, but this is a really good clear right here. It gets stopped in mid, but even on low boost, Gamer Legion are doing a great job of working together, breaking into that half, and that's just an easy slot and follow-up from Leo. You saw Pan just try and push this one forward, but because Swift had no connection on this ball, it was the easiest setup for Pan over to Leo right into the back of that net. Gamer Legion get a response onto the board much quicker than I think most people would have anticipated them to. So great first half of the game for Gamer Legion.
Yeah, in a moment where it felt like Ninjas in Pajamas had a lot of the momentum, they were able to steal that back out of thin air, and now they're applying even more pressure. Another shot almost on target, and the cleanup is there again from Leo. That's the second time now he's been able to come in and clean up the mess that comes off of the backboard or off of these saves coming in from NIP. So great stuff out of GL.
That's so unfortunate from NIP. It was a little bit of a double commit, but also miscommunication on that one. You could tell everybody wanted to go for it, but then tried to call each other off last second. And then unfortunately for them, Gamer Legion takes notice. They outpace them on it. They take that lead. The question is, how long are they able to hold on to it? Or can they even extend it? There was a great shot and save there from Astro. Pan wants to make the center down over to Leo. It's a great shot, but it's off the post and out to the side. And pressure slows down just a bit, but those demos are slowly becoming lethal for Ninjas in Pajamas right now. And they're aware because now two people are consistently sitting in net for them.
Yeah, Gamer Legion right now are not messing around whatsoever. They are applying so much pressure. It has been in the NIP half for about a solid minute now. Finally, NIP are going to be able to take it down to the Gamer Legion half, but the question is, are you going to be able to capitalize on your opportunities? It's on the line, but a miss going to be coming out from Swift. He could have put it away and gotten the equalizer, but that's not going to be the case, and now we're heading back the other way as Gamer Legion looking to figure out something on this front line to break into this Ninjas in Pajamas goal. Not going to be able to quite get a touch on it that they're looking for. Pan looking for a potential center. He's going to drop it off for his teammate, but no, it's going to get broken up by Knight, heading back the other way.
Just 1 minute left here in this game number one. Swift trying to find any sort of a connection there with Knight, but it was a great anticipated read there from Gamer Legion to try and counter this one out. They've done a great job of any time they've gotten a hold of this ball, they've been able to keep it really, really close and give no space. That was one of the better moments for NIP to have a shot opportunity, but as quickly as it came, it left. Gamer Legion takes it back, sends it out mid, Swift to try and clear, but Gamer Legion, realistically, they own the midfield line. It is just one setup after the other to clear this one forward.
Yeah, after the great challenge from Alp to get that last save, I mean, this squad has been cooking on defense. Don't want to caster curse it, as right now, NIP, they're applying some pressure, but Gamer Legion, it looks like they are able to get another clear and just taking even more time off of this clock, which is not Ninjas in Pajamas' friend right now. Oh my goodness, Pan almost able to turn and get it in there, but not quite able to. But is it really going to matter? Because Alp gets the cleanup anyway, able to put it on target. Looked like he just went for the challenge and it worked out in his favor.
It really did. He saw the push-up on it. He noticed that Swift was a little bit awkward there on that last touch and saw that there was a lot of space left behind him. So great insurance goal from Gamer Legion to really secure game number 1. I mean, there's only 2 seconds left on the clock. There's nothing NIP can do at this point other than watch that ball hit the ground. Gamer Legion take game number 1. They are on the road to an upset.
Hey, listen, we said that this squad could come out, and there is a world that they could be fighting back enough to potentially take a couple games and maybe even the series. And game number 1, I will say, the first minute, it was all NIP, and then a switch flipped, and Gamer Legion, they just turned it up, and it seemed like they never looked back, honestly. They were in control of that game, applying so much pressure onto NIP. It looked like NIP, they've got to figure something out, and I mean, there's no timeouts yet. In the best of 7s, there'll be timeouts, but not in the best of 5s. So we got to jump right into this game number 2.
Exactly. You just got to get right back into the swing of things, make those adjustments in real time. Now, I will say NIP, again, if you haven't heard of them, you definitely live under a rock, but this is a top 4 team in South America, so they're more than capable of competing with, the best of the best in SAM, right? They go up against the Furias, they go up against everybody, the complexities. And so teams like this, like you said, when there's not a lot of tape on them, you haven't had a lot of experience playing squads like Gamer Legion, it's a little bit more difficult. However, micro-adjusting in real time is definitely where their strong suit is. So I'd be very, very prepared for a response to come through, but as soon as I say that, Gamer Legion says no, sit down. In particular, Pan, the one that I said we all got to keep our eyes on. It was a great setup and a double off the sidewall, and there you have it. Gamer Legion first on the board once again.
Gamer Legion said there's going to be no answers yet. We're still asking questions, and right now I got a lot of questions for NIP. Are they going to be able to stop this onslaught that Gamer Legion have? Are they going to be able to slow down this momentum? They're going to need it for sure, and they're going to need to do it quickly because this Gamer Legion squad, you can tell they are playing with a confidence that we saw yesterday, even against Furia. So we can't even sit here and be surprised that they're coming in confident against NIP.
Oh, exactly. I think a lot of credit to them. Once they had their first series against Furia, everybody was like, oh, this is going to be an absolute beatdown. There's no world in which they can beat Furia. They kept every single one of their matches in that series at a 1-goal game with the exception of the first one, which was a 2-0. And they even took Furia to overtime and made them work for that win. So Gamer Legion definitely has earned some respect in the eyes of the rest of these teams. They've earned respect in the eyes of me, at least. And they're forcing Ninjas in Pajamas to respect them on the field in real time right now.
Yeah, precisely. And you can tell that this game a little bit more even. Gamer Legion haven't been able to get too much of a footing on it. And Gamer Legion now having to make some plays on their own back half. Pan with the save, but it goes right on up. Astro with a shot on target, not going to be able to get saved. As Astro's able to tie it up, and that's exactly what we love to see.
I mean, I was waiting for Ninjas in Pajamas to finally start kind of getting something together. This is more along the lines of the plays I was waiting to see, right? The setups from the ceiling down and then a quick follow-up to, really close things out. Gamer Legion, they're going to have the work cut out for them if NIP is given the space to be able to do that time and time again. But for now, that 1 goal is just a response to the initial one that was put onto the board by Gamer Legion. We're looking for a second one here. Pan slows things down out in the mid. Low boost means he's got to leave it, but Astro takes it away. And here comes out. Again, Gamer Legion very low on boost right now, and NIP taking note of that, forcing these challenges, forcing them backs against the wall towards this net, and they're taking a million shots, and although they're slow, when you're low on boost, that's still a threat.
Very much so. Pan looking to make a play, trying to fake out the defense, not going to be able to get past though. Still going to be Gamer Legion in control. It's Pan now, going to be taking this one up, restarting the play. It's going to get taken though mid-air, and oh my goodness, the demo came out, and that means it's going to be free and clear as that one goes in for Knight.
That is such a huge demo from Astro. He has done this so many times. I don't know how Gamer Legion hasn't unfortunately been able to anticipate it at this point, but he goes up, he demos, and literally just turns this into an open net for his teammates every single time. And it's just becoming more and more aggressive as time goes on. Second half of the game officially underway. Ninjas in Pajamas have taken that lead away from Gamer Legion, looking to extend their 1 goal into 2, hopefully 3 for them. They want the insurance. They want to be able to breathe throughout the rest of this quarterfinal, if at all possible.
For sure. We've seen this scoreline before, though. Before in game number 1, it was Gamer Legion that had a 2-1 advantage, and they were able to hold that for a couple of minutes once the game started to slow down a bit. So will we see the same thing right here? Or will Gamer Legion be able to get an answer back after giving up 2 goals back-to-back? The demo's going to be coming out, but shots not on target. Out. Going to be looking to take this one back the other way. He does have one in front of him. The demo might be coming through. The shot on target, but it's going to get saved on away yet again.
Yep, they keep trying, and these demos are coming out and really just frustrating Gamer Legion right now. This is the closest they've gotten in a while to having an opportunity to shooting. Pan redirects this one into a center. No connection from Leo means they got to go back to the drawing board, try again, but it's not going to be that easy. NIP take this as a counter opportunity, slow things down in the mid. That bump is going to be huge, though. If Gamer Legion can follow it up, they do. There's an opportunity for Alp to try and take a shot, but this one's sent off by Astro. Back again out mid. And 1 minute left on the clock. This one goes to the backboard. Pan has to lead this one down over to his teammate, but he touched it himself, and it's a save for Knight.
That was so creative. Instead of just dropping it straight down, he said, I'm going to delay everything and take it right off the ceiling, just so that you got enough time to get there. It was a great play, but not able to make it happen as the defense still holding the line. Man, this Ninjas in Pajamas squad, there were so many clutch plays on the defensive end in this game. But them having this lead, it is by the skin of their teeth right now. Gamer Legion back on the offensive. Another opportunity, another shot. As that one got crossed dangerously in front of the net, but Gamer Legion not able to capitalize yet again.
Gamer Legion, they really just are a tiny step behind NIP right now. 8 seconds left on the clock, enough time for one more play. Full boost, Leo takes it. It's a 50 from Knight that he loses. Pan has shot opportunity. 0-second goal sent off. This one could hit the ground. Astro keeps it up and says no. The 0-second goal goes back to us. I will take it this time. 3-1 now in favor of NIP and a tied series score.
That was so close to an overtime. My goodness. I think we all felt it. It had the potential to get there. But NIP clutch up when they need to the most. And we got ourselves a series that's all tied up now. So it's down to a best of 3 after this. And oh man, this is where you gotta get those nerves out if you're one of these 2 squads, because you can feel a little bit of that prize pool. You can understand, okay, I'm 2 games away right now. And 2 losses away from being out. It is so tense for these players right here in these next upcoming games, especially this one, because this is going to put one of these squads on series point, and that is where you feel like you're really in the driver's seat of the series.
Exactly. This is a swing game. Whoever takes this really gets to control the momentum headed into that last match if possible. But the only way to get there is you gotta play it out first. And like you said, Ninjas in Pajamas really looked in control. They kind of forced Gamer Legion into looking a little discombobulated at times, which is very unlike them. But you do have to remember and respect NIP is a top 4 team in SAM. They're going up against a team that averages around that 8th to 11th place in the normal RLCS. So as far as respect goes, Gamer Legion does have to respect that NIP just has way more experience on their end. However, Gamer Legion has been able to keep up. I mean, even these long clears and these goal line saves coming out so early on, you know that's got to like put Ninjas in Pajamas in a position where they have to sit there and say, hey, it's not going to be easy. We got to be, decently creative with what we're putting on target. And for now, the solo plays, unfortunately, just aren't working.
Oh, for sure. I mean, solo plays are definitely not going to get past this Gamer Legion backline. I mean, they held Furia to only getting a few goals a game. Like, it was only a couple goals, like you stated, the difference between those 2 squads. And right now, Knight finally able to slip one through. I talk about the defense of Gamer Legion. NIP say, forget all that. We're going to make sure that that doesn't matter at all as they're able to get the first goal in this game number 3.
This It's gonna sound so harsh. Unfortunately, it was just really bad defense from Gamer Legion. Capitalized
Right as I
on
talk
a
about their
really
good
slow
defense,
shot.
like-
I know. It's the caster curse, dude. I'm telling you, every time you compliment someone, they do the complete opposite. But yeah, unfortunately, that was just really, really bad defense. No communication. But offensively, Gamer Legion, that is where they thrive. We've seen 2 shots on target already trying to attempt a third here, even on low boost. Here's a challenge from Leo. Wins his 50 off of it, but falls into the hands of Swift. And Pan's up next. Tries to spot Leo there, but NIP doing a much better job of anticipating a lot of these tee-ups to the center.
Doing an amazing job. Another save going to be coming out for Gamer Legion. NIP applying pressure, looking good on their front end. Here we go. Another opportunity. Going to be dropping it down, and Knight able to catch it perfectly and leave it in the top left corner. What a beautiful, beautiful slot by him.
That is a lot of work going into one shot, if I'm being honest. You thought it was going to be teamwork. Astro looked like he was getting in on it, but it really was just Knight setting himself up off the backboard and then working together to push that one into the corner. But 2-0 lead for NIP right now. Gamer Legion in a position where they are slowly starting to fall more and more behind. This shot off the crossbar and out. I'm going to have to try again off this one.
Heading back down the other way. Astro able to intercept this one. He's got nobody in front of him, but woo, Alp able to swoop on in and save the day. I thought for sure that was going to be another one coming in for NIP, but Alp is going to be right on there, heading back the other way. Another save going to be coming in. This time it's going to be for Knight. Will it matter? It's going to be Gamer Legion still having full control of this, and they've got 2 people waiting for the center, but the defense of NIP still holding strong.
They are just, again, consistently one step ahead of Gamer Legion at all times. They seem to have every attempt on a shot already read. I mean, you've seen them try and go up for these bumps and these demos that NIP's been doing to them. That should have been in from Leo. Unfortunately, again, it is just very strong NIP defense that turns into a counter so quickly that it has their defense scrambling and racing back. They're playing up a little bit far, maybe more close, a little too close for comfort in my eyes. But 2-0 down, potentially 3 here, but this one gets sent up.
And right back into the hands of Gamer Legion, looking to make this comeback in this pivotal game number 3 that NIP have control of, but only for so long as Pan is able to bring them one step closer to tying this up.
This is the one player that I have been waiting to see kind of just wake up a little bit, but it wasn't an effort done alone. It was his teammates setting him up off the sidewall, but I love this from him. That is just straight aggression, no respect given to the NIP defense. He just goes for the challenge, goes for the shot, and I don't think they expected him to be that aggressive off of it. So Gamer Legion finally on the board thanks to Pan. Hopefully they can keep this one off Swift from the backboard. No double or follow-up in sight. And Leo just really trying to push Gamer Legion out of their own half. But it looks like time's passed where they're stuck on their own side. Finally a big clear out. But a minute 18 left on the clock. You're down by 1. You got to find something here if you want to have a chance to stay in this quarterfinal.
Yeah, nice save by Swift to hold this line one more time. For NIP is Gamer Legion. They are on the prowl right now. They are looking for a shot, another opportunity. This time it's going to be Astro saving it yet again. So many saves coming out for NIP when they need it the most. The Psycho not able to get there. It's going to be Knight getting back in time. That would have been a great way to tie it. My goodness.
I think I actually would have screamed and fell out of my chair if that Psycho went in. My lord. What an attempt. Honestly, that should have gone in.
It was
but
there. Yeah, it was on target.
It was there,
right?
and it was on target, too. But for now, he's going to try and settle for a double off the backboard. 30 seconds left on the clock here. Gamer Legion still trailing by 1. Low boost for Leo means it has to get left for Pan and out. Thankfully, playing deep in that third, anticipating these big clears coming out from NIP to try and keep them in these last 15 seconds, I say, as that ball just touches the inside of the blue net. That's it? No? no words at this point. 0 seconds on the clock. This one to the backboard here. Huge clear upfield. Can somebody catch it? No. It's NIP killing the ball here. They take game number 3 and they head on over to match point. Not too bad of a game there. Probably a little bit too close for comfort on those last few moments, but as far as Gamer Legion was concerned, I think a lot of people can agree, they looked better as far as responding to their initial loss went. And shout out to Pan. He got involved finally, so that was the one player I wanted to see kind of step up, and he did.
Yeah, stepped up, but it at the end of the day, I mean, we got to give our hats off to NIP. I mean, they are putting their foot down in a way on that defensive end. A lot of offensive pressure coming in from Gamer Legion. They get a lot of opportunities, but NIP are just holding the line repeatedly, not letting up whatsoever. And that game number 3 was the one to do it, because that put them on series point, 1 game away from making it into the money, guaranteed top 4, and making sure that their day does not end here in the first series.
It is match point for NIP. This is a huge one. They want to try and go face off against Furia in the semifinals for an opportunity to head over to the Grand. And if you want to play a solid game against Furia, you're going to have to take this one extremely strong and clean. But Gamer Legion doing everything in their power to make that not the reality for NIP right now. Pass over to Leo. Full tank of boost right now. A lot of space to work with. Reset over 1. Tries to go under, but Knight has him red.
Red like a book, and heading back the other way potentially with it is going to be NIP. Pan trying to intercept it. Going to be able to get a touch onto it. Demo coming out, but is it going to be able to cause some offense for Gamer Legion yet again? It looks that way. Is Alp taking this one up the side? Looks for the center. It's going to be there on target, and Pan able to secure it. First goal going the way of Gamer Legion.
The few times we've seen Gamer Legion get onto the board early, they usually tend to stay there. And unfortunately for Astro, there was no saving that absolute slinger of a shot right there. 4:13 on the clock, very, very early. A long game to go, but a great sign for Gamer Legion to be first up there.
Oh, for sure. Not a great sign for your prediction, though. You almost had it. If NIP can pull this one out, then you had a perfect prediction. We just got to wait and see. But right now, Gamer Legion in control of this one. Looking to make another potential goal happen is going to be Alp looking for another center. This one not on target. The double not there either. The follow-up isn't either. Man, so many chances Gamer Legion are having at this NIP net. It is astounding that they've only scored a couple of goals throughout this series so far.
Well, I mean, when you're going up against a team like Ninjas in Pajamas, especially against a player like Astramic who's so defensively solid right now, you almost have to take those million shots and just hope that one of them eventually finds their way in. Because on the flip side of things right now, Ninjas in Pajamas, they're definitely playing the patient game. They're choosing the quality over quantity route, right? They've waited for that ball to fall into their hands and give themselves the space just like this to be able to take their shots. They're not just throwing themselves at this ball. They're letting Gamer Legion tire themselves out. You see Pan on completely low boost. This one to the backboard and nobody there to defend. The plan is in motion, it's working, and it is a tied game.
Making Gamer Legion scramble. Swift looking to put the skates onto Alp. Is he going to be able to get it past 2? No, but the cleanup is there. But Alp, yet again, on the defensive end, going to keep it out of the net for Gamer Legion. Trying to make sure that NIP aren't going to be able to take this lead, and this one slips out, and oh no, Alp is going to be able to get the goal there. NIP, you can't let that happen.
You really can't. That was a crazy big clear. I don't know who that third was waiting at the mid, but they just cheated up a bit too far, a little bit overconfident.
It didn't even seem like it was mid. It seemed like all three of them were in the goalie box. They were so far forward. Oh, man.
Well, I mean, we only got half
out
left at this point, so it's 1 goal lead. Potentially to double commit off NIP to try and attempt to save this one. Luckily for them, Knight off the backboard. And it's a slower match right now. And Gamer Legion, that's what they want. They want to play a little bit of a slower game here and just hold on to that 1 goal.
Yeah, if they can just hold on, they'll be very, very happy to send this into that decider game 5. We thought that it might be a lot of close series today, and it's so far been a lot of close games and potentially about to be a close series heading into a game 5 decider match. But right now, NIP looking to make sure that doesn't happen. They want to try to force overtime or potentially take the lead here. Still plenty of time left on the clock for that to happen.
Exactly, a minute 48 left in particular, in the craziest angle ever from Knight. He sees this ball go up, almost pre-jumps it, but not quite early enough to call it that, but the angle on it to slot right past every single last defender to tie things up. A minute 47 now is going to feel so much longer to Gamer Legion. You see Astro already cheated up so far in anticipation for this clear, and he just barely taps it in, and just like that, NIP steal the lead.
That had such little power behind it and still able to make sure that it goes through. Alp not able to get back in time, and Gamer Legion have fallen apart in the last 20 seconds, letting a couple of goals slide through for NIP, and they take the lead, and now it's going to be Gamer Legion having to fight for their tournament lives. They've got a minute 30 to find this equalizer.
Less than 90 seconds to go at this point. Gamer Legion finally gets to see themselves in that orange half, but it's going to be short-lived with a big clear from Swift to the backboard. Knight, no boost, tries to get an angle on it. It's great save from Leo to keep him out, and a clear to work together. Alp to the backboard. Again, another big clear. That's what Ninjas in Pajamas have been so good at, and unfortunately this opportunity goes wayside. Swift just not enough boost to get up there and take that shot. But with a minute left to go and a 1-goal lead, it doesn't look too bad for NIP right now.
Yeah, not bad at all. NIP looking to make something happen on the midfield, leaving it off for Astro. Off the backboard, not able to capitalize those. Alp is going to be there yet again on the defensive end for Gamer Legion to make sure that that extra cushion doesn't go through, and that might have been enough, and yes it is, as Pan able to get the score. Oh my goodness.
Dude, I'm telling you, this kid is my MVP, but I do gotta give a huge shout to his teammates for going upfield, getting those bumps and those demos. But the flick over one, that last defender to tie things up at 34 seconds. You head into kickoff. This could be bad, but Alp gets there in time to save Swift's shot. And 27 left to go. Leo down, tries to find Alp. He gets sent off for his efforts, and Ninjas in Pajamas are left scrambling to try and find the lead that they had for so long.
Another opportunity close off the backboard is dangerous in front of the net. NIP going to be able to get this one. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case, and now heading back the other way. It's going to be a last-second heroics from Gamer Legion potentially. But now it's going to be Ninjas in Pajamas' turn. Leo intercepts at the midfield. Is anyone going to want to put this down? Finally, we're going to be heading to an overtime. NIP looking to send this one away, and in this series, Gamer Legion trying to send us to this fabled Game 5.
Gamer Legion looking for Champions Field. NIP looking for the golden goal to send them into the semifinals against Furia. This is a really big clear here over to the backboard. Low boost for Knight, but again, another great clear to respond. 21 seconds into this OT, Gamer Legion, they had a few moments of pressure, but it's all being taken away with these demos here. This one's could fall into the hands of Swift, but that barely, a tiny touch from Pan keeps Gamer Legion alive.
Another opportunity. This time it's going to be Knight heading back the other way. Alp trying to get there, denies it. My goodness, Alp is the defensive MVP so far in this game at least. So many clutch saves, making sure that this one stays even. Astro getting the demo out. He'll be able to turn this one around. But that doesn't look like it's going to be the case, as Gamer Legion still applying pressure to this NIP line. Finally, Astro able to get the touch he's looking for, leaves it off, but a touch at the mid isn't going to be all that great. It's going to be heading back the other way in Gamer Legion's hands.
Just over a minute into this OT. This one almost has been favoring Gamer Legion, and it will favor them in through Game 5. The setup from Alp from the backboard down over to Pan. It's just a tee up for Gamer Legion to secure champ field, and now Ninjas in Pajamas, they have their lead stolen, they have their game taken away, and they are forced to fight for their semifinal spot.
We knew that this match could go the distance, and that's exactly what they delivered for us. I mean, Gamer Legion have shown that they've got grit from having that early advantage, and then NIP came back and we're up 2-1. Then all of a sudden, Gamer Legion just said, no, we got this. They scored 2 back-to-back. So the way that these squads are going back-to-back with goals has been absolutely impeccable to watch, the way that they're doing it. And now they got to do it when it matters the most. 5 minutes left on the clock. Let's see who's got it.
There's only one game for either of these teams to head on over into the semifinals. One win away from breaking into the prize pool, but more importantly, the opportunity to go up against Furia for a chance in the grand finals. Gamer Legion, the underdogs that have been fighting tooth and nail to get into the playoffs, have gotten here, and they are going up against the Goliath to their David, Ninjas in Pajamas.
Right now, Ninjas in Pajamas want to get out to a hot start. I mean, you stated it, when Gamer Legion score early, normally they're able to hang on to that lead and win the game. Well, guess what? They scored first in the last game, and even though it went to overtime, they still were able to get that one. So we got to see who's going to score first, because so far, whoever scored first has ended up winning that game. Might be big.
I was going to say whoever gets on the board first tends to be able to hold on to it for quite some time, unless the shootout of responses start to come rolling in again. There was Gamer Legion, though. They almost took it. Swift faking, saving his flip, tries to drive this one forward. It's a great save from Pan. Ninjas in Pajamas just trying to slow things down. Astro, low boost, not enough to make connection on that ball and pinch it forward. I think that was the plan, but this one off the crossbar and back, and Gamer Legion back in a position where they can take a few shots of their own.
Yeah, Demo's going to be coming in onto Pan. But it's not going to matter much as Alp gets up and away. Might be able to find the center, but nobody's going to be there. A little bit hard after the demo did just come out, but NIP heading back the other way. Denied one more time by Pan. The defense from Gamer Legion has been swarming and effective so far.
3:36 on the clock. Leo from the ceiling, reset forward. I liked that. He actually would have been in a position to take that shot if he wanted, which is a good sign for Gamer Legion. They're bringing out all their bag of tricks in this last match here, and an opportunity to continue on in the Community Cup here featuring Rocket League. Leo around the corner wins his challenge off this one, but it goes from one side to the other. Pan just trying to keep it center for his teammates, but a big clear from Ninjas in Pajamas sends Gamer Legion all the way back home.
Now on the attack one more time is going to be Gamer Legion. It goes to the corner. Leo looking to get a touch onto it. It is going to be Knight able to send this one down and away. And now back on the defensive side, it's going to be Gamer Legion yet again having to make these stops against this NIP pressure that comes in waves, and it comes so quickly. Got to be ready for it for sure. Astro trying to keep it out of the hands of Gamer Legion to try and get some type of possession time, but this one's just been going back and forth. Neither team really able to get a strong holding onto the ball yet.
Exactly. I think it's just been a little bit of a power struggle between these two. Nobody quite able to kind of grab the reins and just run with it for now. Closest we've seen are these Gamer Legion shots on, honestly, they have looked the best so far, at least as far as this Game 5 is concerned. Here comes Pan, just kind of throws this one over to himself. It's another shot saved, and it's very reminiscent of that early stage of game number 4 where it is just them throwing shots at a wall, hoping that something will find its way through, and eventually it does. It's the pass on the ground over to Leo and through. Gamer Legion first on the board.
There we go. I thought for a second that we might be heading to another 0-0 9.5 minute overtime, but that's not going to be the case in this Game 5. Gamer Legion strike early, and like we've stated, when they strike early, it's been a great recipe for success for them. As that one dangerously in front of the net. Took forever for anyone to commit to the ball that time. But either way, Gamer Legion still able to apply some pressure here early.
Ninjas in Pajamas actually just got away with murder. They lost the kickoff. That one 100% should have been in. That was the freest shot I have ever seen. You know, Gamer Legion are just kind of throwing their heads back a little bit like, all right, now we're going to have to work for that second one, but it's not going to be too bad. Leo trying to spot Pan here. Astro pinch forward over to Knight. Knight demoed and sent all the way back home. This shot's wide. And NIP just struggling to find each other right now and take some sort of a decent shot.
One more opportunity yet again. As they're starting to rein in. This time the demo comes out, and oh my goodness, a beautiful shot, and Astro is able to make sure that that one goes in. What a goal coming out. My goodness.
Oh man, I mean, you saw both players. It was Leo and Alp trying to go up for the initial shot, but unfortunately for them, Astro is very aggressive right now. He's very frustrated, and he was going to make sure that ball was going in no matter what to follow up Knight's initial shot. 47 left on the clock. It's a tied game in game number 5 here. Winner gets to continue on. If you don't find success, you're headed home. 38 left. Somebody's looking for a golden goal.
Well, precisely, and also shout out to Knight for being able to put that one on target at the angle that he did. And this time Swift says, I'm gonna get in on the party. And now we got 30 seconds left in IP. They've done it. They've broken the ice that was the tie. The question is, can they hold on for 30 seconds? Gamer Legion, you need to answer back, and you need to do it now.
We're going to find out here. 30 seconds on the clock. NIP once again steal that lead away from Gamer Legion, forcing them to work for it. This one, it's a big clear from Swift, wasting time that Gamer Legion really so desperately needs right now to be able to make one more play if possible. Astro carrying it away. It's a bump play to tee up Swift, and there you have it. The waterfall down means Ninjas in Pajamas just gave themselves some heavy insurance headed into these last 11 seconds.
I mean, that's the best type of insurance you could ask for right there. 11 seconds left. I don't know if Gamer Legion are going to be able to get this one done. It has to be off the kickoff, it feels like, and with it going to the side like that, I don't think that there's going to be much of an opportunity for it to happen. And just like that, NIP, they are going to be moving on, securing themselves top 4. They're going to be playing Furia in the semifinals of this Esports World Cup Community Cup. And wow, what a performance by them. It went the distance. It was super close, but they showed the grit necessary to pull it out in Game 5.
Exactly. They showed exactly why they are a top 4 team in South America. I think their experience definitely had a huge factor in a lot of those key moments where the games did start to slip away from them, right? And I have got to give kudos and a round of applause to Gamer Legion. I know that they're going out in the quarterfinals, but my goodness, they were absolutely my team to watch throughout this entire Community Cup. I cannot wait to keep up with them just throughout the rest of the seasons. I love this roster. I think they're incredible. I think with time that they definitely have the capability to become a top team. They were one of the few teams in the group stage that were able to compete with, you know, some of those top teams of SAM. So not a bad shout to be taking NIP to Game 5 by any means. But for now, NIP versus Furia is something we're going to be getting a little bit later. But before we head into that one, we have to go to the other side of the quarterfinal bracket, which is Loud versus Not Erased.
Oh yeah, and now we can see on this bracket that it is going to be the first squad from the quarterfinals moving on in. Ninjas in Pajamas going to be going up against Furia, and like you stated, next up we got Loud versus Not Erased. One of these squads going to be able to get top 4, be in that prize pool guaranteed. The other one going to be sent home, unfortunately, but at least they both made it to Championship Sunday. We will say that. Not Erased has shown a lot of grit. So has Loud. Both have had insane comebacks in individual games, and now it's time to see who's going to be able to step up when it matters at the peak of everything, man. It right here and now is where you got to step up and show out.
Exactly. These are two very incredible teams, very almost reminiscent of the two that we just saw in our other quarterfinal match. On the side of Loud, we have Klaus, Drops, and Sad. This is the team that went to the near 10-minute OT yesterday. They clearly can play for the long haul if they really, really wanted to. But on the flip side of things, the underdogs in this matchup, Not Erased, PJ, KNS, and Davitrox. My eyes gravitate towards PJ yesterday. He was that player that really just offensively IGL'd his team into so many plays and opportunities to be able to get here today. So it's a really exciting matchup. Before we get into it though, Rome, I gotta ask, who do you have your eyes on this one, especially after yesterday's match that you saw Loud in?
I got Klaus. Honestly, I got Klaus. Out of everyone in this series, I'm looking at Klaus. Klaus was the player that made the big plays when necessary. So, Klaus is definitely one of those people, able to make the wild defensive saves, able to get those crazy goals when needed the most. I got my eyes on Klaus for sure. What about you? Who's the player for you?
I mean, I feel like I can't not go, for PJ at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, PJ. Yeah. PJ was the one that yesterday he stepped up in so many moments where you started to feel them falling behind a little bit, and then his teammates were able to kind of match his energy out on the field, and I felt like that really allowed them to be able to get their wins. But quick Preds, before we head into this one, I gotta ask, who you got?
All right, this one is going to be, let's see, I've been wrong like the last 4 predictions, so let's see. I'll take Loud. I'll say Loud, and it's going to be a 3-1.
Ooh, okay. Honestly, realistically, I'm in the same boat as you. I think Loud's taking it. I have no idea on series score anymore at this point, but I do have Loud winning this and going to face off against Team Secret later on. But we are going to have to wait to see if that is the truth, or if Not Erased is going to prove you, me, and everybody wrong.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they proved a lot of people wrong yesterday, and already PJ, the player you said you've got your eyes on, is going to be saying, "Casters, be quiet, I'm stealing the show."
I don't know why I immediately started talking against them as if they weren't going to do exactly what they did yesterday, which was work extremely well together on their passing plays to get around defense. They did it right off the rip of this game 1, and of course, yeah, like you said, PJ, that was my player to watch out for, being the one to follow through. Also, again, those demos are something to really keep your eye on. He's that player that gets sent forward a lot of the time for this Not Erased squad, which is something that could actually be key to slowing Loud down just enough to be able to keep themselves in this series.
Yeah, the slow play coming out from Not Erased, though. A nice setup coming out of them this time. Offensive pressure is going to be putting Loud right on their heels. PJ sending this one off of the corner, trying to get the center. But still a lot of pressure going to be coming out. Another demo going to be coming out, this time on to Klaus, excuse me. Davitrox now going to be on the side, going to be looking to try and catch this one. But it is going to be cleared yet again. This time it's going to be Sadness heading on down. Not able to get a play off the backboard, so it's going right back into the hands of Not Erased.
Not too bad, and it's a great pass over to KNS from Davitrox. I love how close Not Erased has been able to keep this one to the wall. It makes it so difficult to save and read. Unfortunately for Drops, that one just gets placed perfectly right behind him. And 3 minutes, 40 seconds left on the clock. Not Erased up 2-0. No responses from Loud. This is the closest they've gotten. And even off that, KNS keeps them at bay and keeps them away.
I know you said realistically, you got Loud winning as well. But right now, I mean, reality is seeming like a far, far world, because Not Erased, they are putting on a show. They've been in control of this game, it seems like, from the get-go, not letting up. Finally, Loud able to try and get some momentum here, but just like that, it is thwarted away. Davitrox trying to get the center as well, almost able to hit that double. Would have been a nasty one at that angle, but not able to. Either way, Not Erased right now are not messing around at all.
They definitely aren't. I mean, if you guys are new here, which I'm sure most of you aren't, and you know who these teams are, but if you are, Loud is a heavy favorite in this one. But as far as yesterday's results were concerned, Not Erased really only lost 2 top teams. They lost to, guess who won today? Ninjas in Pajamas yesterday. And what did they take them to? Game 5. And then they got sent down to the lower bracket final where they beat Nova Savvy in a Game 5 to be able to qualify here today. So I don't think they're a bad team by any means. A lot of the times those Preds come off of like on paper, but honestly, I love being proved wrong by these underdog teams. At the moment, they are forcing Loud to play their game, which clearly has made them a little bit uncomfortable at the moment, and they're trying to regain that control. But 2 minutes left on the clock and no response. That is not a good sign for Loud.
Yeah, we know that Loud can hit in waves when it comes to scoring goals. You know, they can get hot very, very quickly, but right now, Not Erased haven't even given Loud the opportunity to start to get any momentum going in these games. And if you're a Not Erased fan, you are very happy with their performance so far in game number 1. It's not a super blowout, but it's enough to feel really, really good about your performance.
Exactly. It is a really good opening statement here from Not Erased as far as this quarterfinal is concerned. They've been forcing Loud again to play a very, very defensive game, which is not what they want. They want to be able to go and, you know, do all their fancy tricks on the offensive front. But for now, They're just going to keep adding to the tally. The low blow pass from KNS all the way back over to Davitrox, back to KNS. Just in front of the line of defense to go up 3-0.
A little give and go action coming out from Not Erased and able to get that third one on the board. Now, I know we talked about 2 being a cushion. If 2's a cushion, I mean, 3's a whole bet at this point. 1 minute left. Feeling really good, Not Erased. If they can pick up this game number 1, I mean, that confidence that Loud probably had pregame is going to be erased, but just like that, Loud answer back, and now with 1 minute left on the clock, still plenty of time left to potentially tie this one up.
Yeah, this was a little bit of a weird one. It was low boost all the way around defensively for Not Erased, and finally Loud, they took note. They said, everybody just charge if you can, and they finally find their way through the dangerous back pass from PJ over to KNS. And Sadness is going to get a little bit of a touch on. I feel like I haven't even been able to talk about Sadness at all, but he is an incredible player. PJ saves his own shot on the goal line and then puts this back in favor of Loud.
Why did he move? If he just let that roll in, it would have been fine.
He might have just had, honestly, too much momentum on his car at that point to be able to stop. But like you said, 2's a cushion, 3's a bed. They had enough to give themselves a little bit of room headed into these last 20 seconds or so. And here comes Drops trying to slow this one, floated into the net, but KNS said no. Sadness, again, you're just trying to send it forward, but these big clears from Not Erased are saying absolutely no. We want to have that game 1 win and really just step up. But there is a world where Loud ties things up with 6 seconds left.
If they tie this up, PJ is going to be kicking himself for a long time about stopping his own goal. Oh, man. That's an own save right there. I don't know. Maybe that's a new stat we got to start tracking, an own save. But, oh, man. 6 seconds left on the clock. Can Loud do it? Maybe off the kickoff? Erased, trying to find the silencer. But Loud still going to have an opportunity trying to keep this one up with 0 seconds.
This isn't the end. Sadness, he spots Klaus. Klaus over to the backboard here. Here comes Drops. Back to Sadness. Again, this backboard is absolutely on lock. And Not Erased kill the ball, take game number 1. Low-key by the skin of their teeth. After that last minute or so, that entire game 1 just completely fell out of their hands. And like you said, thankfully they had just had enough insurance from the goals that they had been able to put throughout the first half of that game there to hold on to that game 1 win.
Yeah, you know, barely able to hang on like you stated, but man, getting that early advantage, it can be so important because that means that you get to play a little bit more passive, and you know, sometimes playing passively it can come back to, but yeah, PJ, you can't be doing that. Sometimes playing passively it can come back to bite you, and it started to in the later half of that game, but at the end of the day they held on to their lead and were able to clutch it up. So heading into this game 2, this is a big game 2 right here because my goodness, I mean, let's be real. If Loud go down 0-2, that is going to be shocking for them. They are going to be jarred a little bit. I'm sure they're already jarred losing this first game. So who knows? I mean, Not Erased really might be able to shock the world. If they can take this second one, that would be massive having a 2-0 advantage.
I could not agree more. I think if Not Erased are able to take this game number 2 and throw themselves on a match point, the odds of Loud coming back in a reverse sweep decrease significantly. It doesn't quite become impossible, but it is a hit to the ego a little bit. But some people take that and thrive. It's almost a bit of a motivator for them. So maybe Loud can turn this into something positive for themselves. But for now, it is the same as times past. Not Erased, just clearing out from the midline, countering into some sort of a shot over and over again.
Opportunity after opportunity.